there it is. There's Draco. The good news is the dragon drawing is finally finished. The less good news, depending on your perspective, is it looks nothing like Draco. But it still looks cool. You'll see. Hello everyone, Vink here. Welcome back to the channel. This is it, part 2 of 2 of the dragon drawing session. It's finally finished. Creatively, the design took a few unexpected turns, but it's definitely an exotic design. I won't spend too much more time talking. Let's get right into it. I originally wanted this time lapse to cover the entire coloring session from start to finish, catching every single stroke or line in real time. But even with each clip in this compilation sped up times 16, which is the highest speed that my editing software will allow, it would have resulted in a whopping 45-minute video. And that's just the coloring portion. And to put it eloquently, ain't nobody trying to sit through all of that, yo. Holla. So anyway, in the interest of cutting away the excess, the repetitive parts, the exploratory lines, going over lines, and streamlining the process overall, I decided to skip ahead at a certain point on every clip in order to create a video of a much more digestible length in the end. Here I'm selective about the use of orange, just to give the design a visual pop, highlighting something differently in the midst of it all. And this is where it starts, that I will be jumping to different parts of the anatomy throughout this drawing when I'm struck with an idea or have a burst of inspiration. I knew from the start that I wanted to aim much higher than simple folds in the wings. I wanted to create some kind of texture and unique details. Okay, be creative at every opportunity is what I advise. Always strive for something that looks different. If you have seen it before, do not do it. Be in that mindset, which is create something new. That's my motto. That being said, I was a bit nervous at first about my design choices pertaining to these wings. But hey, when you draw with pens, there's no turning back anyway, so I just stick with the design choice and develop it. And that's really what it's all about. All it takes is you starting out with an idea and you work it out until it fits your piece and serves it and adds to the character of it. Therein lies the creative journey. And in the end, anything can be worked into your design with enough effort. Any concept is moldable to fit your vision. You just have to experiment. If it makes sense to you as an artist, nothing else matters. By the way, a lot of times when I'm moving the pen off camera, and you see it happen a lot, yes, I'm switching pens occasionally based on colors that I need in the moment, but also what I'm actually doing is scribbling off the ink that is collected at the tip, and it gets thick and you end up making splotchy lines by accident, and that can be highly frustrating. So I have to take it off screen to wipe it off so I can continue drawing smooth, fluid lines again. and later you'll see me wipe the point on a sliver of paper because I have some artistic momentum and have lost patience for repeatedly taking the moment to do it off screen, which probably looks tacky, but it's brief and an unnecessary visual that I definitely want to keep to a minimum. But it is something that I have to do regularly over the course of a drawing. Otherwise, if the pen starts to bleed, it can really ruin a drawing because it's permanent, and it can happen quite a bit if you're not always cleaning. Again, it's one of the potential negatives of drawing with pens, but in the tactile medium, I only like to draw with pens because I just always appreciate how consistent and strong and crisp pen lines are. So I just have to deal with it, and I accept that, but that's my disclaimer, and back to the drawing at hand. I'm not gonna lie, this is a progressively crazier and crazier looking dragon. But hey, I'm enjoying myself. This is fun. And I already know this is unlike any drawing that I have ever drawn before. So from that standpoint, this is a worthwhile experience for me. If artistically I'm charting new territory, personally speaking, then this experience counts. Here I am, completing some unfinished business with the wings. more orange highlights to tie the drawing together. Just to imagine, I was drawing with only black ink for years. Then I graduated to black and blue ink, which was my style for years as well, but then ultimately I decided to start experimenting with colors only a few years ago because I wanted some color drawings to show at an art show. And I've loved infusing colors into my designs ever since. Now I cannot imagine not having a color wheel at my disposal. Even in this dragon drawing itself, there are 6 or 7 colors represented. Color adds so much, adds such a dynamic quality to a drawing. It's great. Now this part tends to be where I declare a drawing finished, but for recording purposes, it's a better practice to draw a background. But I hate drawing backgrounds, and well, I have limited experience drawing backgrounds, and well, I suck at drawing backgrounds, but hey, I'm determined to grow as an artist just like you. So to satisfy this growth opportunity, I will put something that constitutes a background, but I won't make it too detailed so that it won't detract from a dragon that is already highly detailed in the foreground. So I'll just, I'll draw something basic, but I have to put something behind this dragon. So I'm gonna go with the sun, some clouds, and some faraway mountains. But my backgrounds will get a whole lot better in the future, I promise you that. Mainly because I won't be avoiding doing them anymore, because as someone who's trying to create content, I'm gonna have to do it all anyway. So if I'm going to be more practiced, then I will be better. Theoretically. So there it is, the finished dragon. I know it looks nothing like Draco, but it looks cool, I think. So from the standpoint of creating a dragon that looks like Draco, I don't think we met that goal. But we honored the spirit of this channel, which is to create something wild and creative. I know this dragon was supposed to look very much like Draco. Sorry to my fiance, but I'll try again in the future, I guess. After some time, I'm dragoned out. and this time stick to the rules. Maybe. No, it was fun, and I love drawing it, and I am proud of the design. And to a certain extent, this design sets the tone for the kind of wild, unbridled creativity that this channel is all about, ultimately. If you enjoy the content and would like to see more, please like, subscribe, and comment. There is so much more to follow, but in the meantime, keep that creative spark firing, keep discovering design. I'll see you again soon.